You're welcome to our YouTube channel. If you have not subscribed to our YouTube channel, look at the bottom of this video, the description section of this video, and click on the subscription button and be the first person to get notification each time we post a video on our YouTube channel. In today's training on data analysis, we'll be looking at selected value function of DAX. Now we'll be looking at when to use the selected value function of this analysis and how to use the function. That is what we'll be looking at in today's video. Now, before we go into writing the DAX formula, let me do one or two things. Now, first and foremost, let me click on this table visualization. Now, I have this table visualization. Let me click a little bit. Now, this is my table. This is a product table. Under the product table, I have the category column. I click on that. This particular product has 4 categories: accessories, bikes, clothing, and components. And then the next thing I want to do, I want to bring up the sales for each of these products. Let's bring up the sales. Now that's the sales for each of the category. Now, if I decide that I want to filter this particular table, I click on the filter and I go back to the product table and I click and drag and drop category. So the moment I click on any category, for instance, components, when I click on components, it only displays the total sum, the sales for that particular category, which is component. When I click on bike, it gives me that for bike. When I click on clothing, it gives me that the total amount for clothing. Now let me clear off the filter. Now in this particular case, what I want to do is this. Okay, now what I want to do is to use the select value function. Now we go to new measure. Let me right click here and click on new measure. Now I want to use the selected value function. There are various scenarios in which we can use the selected value function. Okay, let me type equals to, let me call that. Okay, now first and foremost, let's give it a name, a variable. The variable is equals to, the variable name of the variable is select value. Let's call it select value. That's the name of the variable. So is equal to selected value. Now we look at the click on selected value. When you click on the selected value function, you can read the brief description. Returns the value when there is only one value in a specific column. Otherwise, return the alternate result. Now, this selected value has 2 arguments. The first argument is a column name, and it must be the column name. I'm interested in selecting the categories for this particular columns, for this particular product. So I'm going to go to this particular category, that is product category. So I typed on product. The moment I type the table name, Power BI brings up the pop-up menu and I choose the category. Now that is the various category. Then the next thing, after the column name, the next thing is type an comma. This is an alternate result. In case Power BI, after scanning the results, scanning this particular column, I could not find the particular category. What do I want Power BI to bring out? I need a default column, so let me use components. So if I did not choose any particular category, Power BI would bring up component by default, or if the name of the category I used as category there is not found, Power BI is going to display components, and I click on bracket close, enter. Okay, when I hit on the enter button, Power BI names that as selected value function. Okay, let's quickly work on that. Okay, then I'm going to tell Power BI to return, because I've given a variable name. I've given the variable, this is the name of the variable, and I wrote this particular query. I'll tell Power BI to return the cell bar. That is the name of my variable. Okay, I cannot hit the enter button. When I hit the enter button, Power BI is going to do that. Okay, now let me click on this. This is the variable we just created. Now you can see component. Why? Because none of the category is selected. The moment I select a particular category, the moment I select a particular category, Power BI is going to display by here. And you can see the total for that particular category. The total sales amount for that particular category. When I click on another one, you can see Power BI displaying that particular category that is what selected. Now, so let's continue. Now that is the measure. Now I'm telling Power BI to select the value among the various components of this particular category, and Power BI should return this. Now I don't want Power BI to return this. I want Power BI to rather calculate the sales amount. So calculate. Now the calculate function has two arguments. The first is an expression. The expression could be either a function, or the expression could be a valid expression, could be an expression that is greater than equal to. If this is equal to this, that's an expression, or could be a function. But in this particular case, since I want to calculate the sum of the sales amount for each of this category, I'll simply type the sum. That's my now. This sum has one function, which is the column name, and it must be the name of the column. So I need the sum amount, and this sum amount column is located in this particular column known as sales, in this particular table known as sales. So I'm going to type the table name and the sum amount. I type a bracket close. Now then a comma. Well, when I put a comma, that comma is a filter function. Then the next is, that is an expression. The next is a filter, and I want Power BI to filter. Yes, that's the filter function that is there. Now, when you can see this particular, you can see the filter we have. So we use this filter function. Now, to filter what? I want to filter that. Which table do you want to filter? I want to filter. I'm interested in this category. This is a table name, product table. And the products have different columns. This particular column is category column. So I'm interested in this particular column known as category. So filter this table products. So that's the product, type a comma. Then the filter expression. Now I want Power BI to filter this particular expression. So what am I going to say? I'm going to say product category. I can say product category equals to component. I can say product category equals to component. I say product category equals to component. Now I say product category equals to component. Power BI is going to display only one category, which is what? Component. Power BI is going to display only one category, which is what? Components. Power BI is going to display to one category, which is component. Okay, let's click on it. Let's see what is going to display. Now we can see that. Let's look at it. Now you can see nothing is selected. The accessory is selected, but Power BI is not giving me anything. Now this is already connected to this. So if I should click on bike, it will give me the sum of sales for bike. But this particular measure we just created, which is a selected value, is giving me blank. Why? Because of the query I used. The very moment I click on component, it will give me the sum for component. Because when you look at this particular query, when you look at the particular query we just created, now we said the sum, calculate the sum of sales, that's the sales amount for this particular filter, which is known as what? Component. But if I want, the very moment if I should select any of this clothing, Power BI should give me the sum of sales for that particular category. Then I'm going to delete this off from there, and I'm going to use this. So you copy that and you paste it there. I'm telling Power BI to give me that value there, and I hit on the enter button. Now I hit on the enter button. When I hit on the enter button, now I click on accessory. See, Power BI is giving me the value, the total value amount for accessory. When I click on bike, Power BI is giving me the total value for what? Bike. That's the total sales amount for bike. And I click on this category, Power BI is giving me the total sales amount for what? For this particular category. So if I want to do more and more, so that if I want to add more and more to it, all I need to do is this particular function. I'm going to add more filter to, but let's don't complicate it. Let's leave it as simple as it is. So if you like this video, simply click on the like button at the bottom of the description of the video, that is giving a thumb up.